This is lecture 9.4, Journalizing Other Transactions Using a General Journal. This is found on page 254 of your book. We are going to get started here. This is a memorandum for buying supplies on account. Okay, attached invoice is for store supplies bought on account. So here is the memorandum number 52, November 6th of the current year. Okay, buying supplies on account. On November 6th, we bought store supplies on account from Gulf Craft Supply, $210, memorandum number 52. So we are using these special journals in this business, but we cannot record it in one of the special journals. Then it must be written in our general journal. So it's not a purchase, right? Because it's not something that we're going to resell. These are just supplies. It's not a cash payment because we are paying on account, okay? So this just needs to be journalized in our general journal. So what my advice to you would be when you are reading a transaction, really think about what is happening in your transaction. Is there the words purchases and merchandise? If there are those words without the word paid cash, then it needs to go in the purchases journal. If it says paid cash for merchandise or for a purchase, whatever, then it needs to go in the cash payments journal. Okay? Think about what's happening. If you are running out of special journals to put it in and you cannot find the right place for it, then it must go in this general journal. So this you've done 100 times. Write the date. You know that you need to debit supplies because you are receiving supplies for $210. You need to credit your accounts payable for Gulf Craft Supply. It's memorandum M52 because we have a slash in our account title. We'll have our slash in our post reference. Okay. Debit memorandum for purchases, returns, and allowances. So sometimes let's see, let me just read it from the book just so that you get it perfectly from the book. Credit allowed for the purchase price of returned merchandise resulting in a decrease in the customer's accounts payable is called a purchases return. Credit allowed for part of the purchase price of merchandise that is not returned resulting in the decrease in a customer's accounts payable is called a purchases allowance. Okay, so we have a place for any purchases, returns, and allowances. Okay, so a customer may not want to keep merchandise that maybe is damaged. Okay, and when it's received, they maybe want to return either part of it or all of it. Okay, and so we need to credit them for this merchandise in our accounts payable called purchases returns. Okay, so sometimes that happens, and we need to make sure that we are doing that correctly. So Hobby Shack has this debit memorandum, and this is going to Crown Distributing. This is for 6 units of 36 canvases, medium grade. Your invoice number 16724 are being returned. Merchandise sustained water damage in transit. So when it was on the truck to come to our company, these 36 canvases had water damage, and we want to return them to these packs of 36, 6 of them. Okay, so each unit is $42. So our total is $252. Okay, so we returned merchandise to Crown Distributing, $252, covering this purchase invoice. So we need to write the date. We need to write the account title, which is our accounts payable, what we should be paying them. Okay, and accounts payable is usually credited, right? Okay, but we need to put money back in there because we are no longer owing them $252. Okay, so we are going to debit our accounts payable for Crown Distributing, and we're going to credit our purchases, returns, and allowances. Okay, we need to put our debit memorandum 78 and our slash on the same line that our accounts payable Crown Distributing is on. Okay, so we've already in another transaction credited accounts payable Crown Distributing for this large amount of money. Well, now we need to go back and debit this $252, the portion that we're sending back because it has been damaged. Okay, and those are your terms to review for the chapter.